And see on my shirt is Washa Sturdy 50 anniversary homecoming. You know, we already had a homecoming. You've been around since 1965 to the present date of 2015. It was 50 years. Washa Sturdy been around. Hey, hello again, everyone. Welcome to the very special award against Buddha Public School. Danny King Jr. On this Christmas Eve, and everybody get ready for holiday last minute Christmas shop before it's actually a holiday. Blessing, of course, blessing for another Christmas. I know this could be my 29th Christmas. I'd be blessed for that. And of course, I wish everybody Merry Christmas. Alright, it's time to get straight to the business. You see why I had a t-shirt on? Say, why should I start homecoming shirt? Well, it's the 50th anniversary of why should I start high school. I know back in the homecoming we already celebrated it already. That's long gone, but there's something don't know about what started high school before it was started high school, and they were before started high school with Bill. It was nothing but empty land, and of course for me, I ain't even born yet. It's 1960 when they kind of idea to build the new high school for back then, or the 10th grade to the 12th grade. And on top of my camera, I was to see what the picture was looked like back then. Before it was Washita started high school. It was an empty field, nothing but land. And just in the beginning, land, and of course, earlier from 1960 to 1963, President Kennedy was served at the White House until Saturday he was assassinated on November 22nd, 1963. Just 2 years before, Malcolm X was assassinated in 1965. Just months before the Astrodome was open in 1965. Same year, Starter High School was open. You see on the ball screen, there was Starter High School original look. Back then, yeah, on it, they had a building style on the cafeteria, of course, classroom between in the cafeteria plus the gym. And of course the Bat Gym as well. And of course, B building, they've been around since the beginning. Of course, the C building, home from the science building. And of course, ACLC for student trouble behavior. And that's a good shot right there. Well, like crazy thing happened. Since Washita Sturdy High School was finally open on 1965, the fall. So the premiere was only for 10th and 12th grade, then spinning to the 9th grade. Sometime around by the 70s. Because I really had too young to remember all that. And of course, the only thing we did, we were kind of like this on the old TV style camera. Because it used to be 4x back then. There was no HD, there was no social media back in the 60s. And all I don't remember the class. The very first class of 1966, and way before my time. But there's a lot of faces. You don't get to know or see. And at the time. Well, some of them parents probably remember, but some probably, I don't know if everybody remember, they were alive when today remember started high school, what it was like 50 years ago. And now, get ready to the end of the decade of the 60s. Well, I know sadly by the end of the decade, Martin Luther King, a civil rights leader, was assassinated. Also the same year, Robert F. Kennedy was assassinated while he went for president. And of course, and then this world today was a lot of problems during the 1960s. But one school stood the ground and in the 60s. And a lot of school was built by in the 60s, A year after starting high school was built, 1966. The school I also went to, Albert Holmes Middle School. Going on next year, the school will be celebrating 50 years. I don't know if I had anything for a former student. And I'm be a spokesperson about an issue what bully had gone through all throughout the 50 years of studying around, studying high school. But only thing probably people probably remember that there was back in the 1960s. Well, you never know what happened in that decade. So I'm too young to remember that. So everybody else. But the much light side in that decade, and a lot of shopping mall was open. Short Time Mall. Well, we know Gupgate Mall been around since somewhere in the 1950s. I forgot what year, but in the 50s, 1956. I'll be told 1956. And one other mall also been around the Mile Land. But it later rebuilt them in 1998. And of course, Short Time Mall, of course, Hillcon, Northline Mall, Media Mall, Northwest Mall. All the malls in Houston was around in the 60s. 1960s, but some of the malls still around today. And of course, everything we look at things blast out when the decade of 1960 come to the end. And coming up on my next video, I'm going to talk about the decade of the 1970s and of course one famous TV show y'all remember. And I remember where you saw it. The guy who hosted it for the final 60 years. I was 6 years old when he stepped down, but I'm not gonna tell you about it. And of course, a lot of things happened in the 1970s as well. I explain that. We're gonna see you on my next video, so stick around.